Hi there, welcome to my channel. This is Adi from tarotforlifecoaching.com, and this is a weekly reading for the sign of Aquarius. So it's a general reading for Aquarius for the week starting the 15th of May till the 21st of May. So let's see what your general energies are going to be like, Aquarius, for 15th of May till the 21st of May. There you go. And apologies for those who are following me that I haven't been around for a little bit. I'm sorry about that. I have had extremely busy times. I just couldn't fit it in. And I do need to have quiet space in my head to be able to do these readings. So I do apologize if you were looking forward to them. And welcome to new viewers as well. And let's just see what your general overview of the week is going to be like. We always use a combination of cards, so some oracle cards and tarot cards. And okay, so the overall energy for the week is the Knight of Wands. So that is quite a victorious card. It's sometimes referred to as overcoming unsurmountable battles. That's a dramatic way of looking at it, but you know, big obstacles that can look quite big and difficult to overcome. This person is doing that. So it's like not necessarily attacks, but you know, challenges maybe that you are waving off and successfully are doing that somehow. Now let's have a look at your tarot cards first. So we started with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse, the Tower in reverse, and the Star in reverse. So the Six of Pentacles, Pentacles referring to anything material, anything tangible, and that could relate to anything you can touch, feel, earthly things, you know, material things. So it could be money and finances, but it could also be property or projects that you're doing, physical projects, house, to do with property, investments, all those things. So anything material on the material plane. It has come in reverse, which would indicate that there is something not totally in balance here with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. It's something that feels like it should maybe be in balance. It should be in place. Something you wish for, that it would progress, and it's not happening just yet. It's not necessarily not happening at all, but the timing is not. This is about right timing and having things in place at the right time, and it doesn't feel like that just yet. So you're coming in with this energy of feeling maybe slightly out of balance. Something needs to be falling into place, and it may well cause you some worry thoughts. You know, it may well cause you some thoughts here with the Two of Swords. It's like you need to make a decision. It's not easy. The Two of Swords here, you can see there is it's dark. It's not lit up yet. Swords relate to our thinking patterns, our thoughts, our sometimes communication, and often about choices. It's very cerebral energy. And the Two would say, I need to make a decision. There's a decision to be made here. And I don't feel it's an easy decision somehow. It feels like struggling with this decision. And you might need more information, but it also feels like it does need to be made, even though it is difficult, because something needs to change. The Tower here in reverse. So the Tower is another card of change. It really shows that life is asking of you to I would want to say accept things that are changing or have changed or may be changing. It just feels like there is the need, because there's no way we can ignore it. You know, there is an element here that it's going to show up in your life in some way or another. And the overall energy here is that life is asking you to make a change, and you might be reluctant about it, you know, because the Tower in reverse as well as the Two of Swords in reverse, it feels like maybe you are clinging on to something that you were hoping for to achieve that should be in balance by now, and it's not happening. And there is an energy here that I think it's important not to cling on, you know, it's just to open your vision a little bit. Because of this decision, you may need to ask other people for advice to get your head clear about this, because you may well be too much with your head in the ground somehow, like maybe you've had knockbacks or something, and it is like in reverse, you know, it's just hard to find the right way forward, to see clearly, and to break out of old patterns of thinking here. But change needs to happen, but there is a reluctance here, it feels, to make these changes. But life is still asking you. So you are in a bit of a. I'm not saying it's negative, because there's a definite victory card here. You're dealing with a lot of things, as we said at the beginning of the reading, and you are busy with this, keeping your head straight and tackling one thing at a time here. You know, it's just keeping your eye on it, and in that way you will be victorious, because that is a victorious card. It's you know, the small against the large. It's the individual against the group sort of thing, and you just fight your way through it. It's somehow, maybe you feel like you can't, but the cards are saying yes, you can. You know, so this change, don't be too worried about it. It is important that you just stay focused with this, and that you keep dealing with every little thing at a time, not everything at once, you know, one thing at a time, so that you can make your decision, because the decisions are not easy, it feels. You do need a little bit of time, or you need a little bit of guidance, and then you will move into this change. Now the Star in reverse. The Star is a beautiful card. Actually, in reverse, I don't feel it makes that much difference. It is just such a beautiful, positive card. It's about dreams. It's about fulfilling your dreams and being the star in your life. In reverse, I feel like you might feel that you are not the star in your life. You know, that you are struggling to shine your light in a way, and that you're doubting yourself a little bit. That your maybe wishes have not been fulfilled, and you are doubting yourself in it, and it might feel a bit like that, but you are dealing with things as they come, and it will clear again, because obviously the beauty is that once turmoil has been resolved, and you've dealt with every little situation one by one, then you've dealt with it, you know, then you don't need to go back to that anymore. So sometimes life is charged with that sort of energy, like, yeah, it's a fighting energy, you know, not a fighting for life energy, but a fighting of clearing. It's a clearing energy. But the cards are really reminding you to believe in yourself whilst you're doing this, not to lose track of that, because you are obviously dealing with quite a powerful scenario here. And you know, you are the star of your life, but you're not believing it. So it's just trusting that you are, with this Seven of Wands and then the star under it, you know, really trusting that you are dealing with it in the right way here. So change is in some way coming, change of perspective probably, because with the Swords card here is a cerebral thinking card, and the Tower here, but it's probably difficult. Something is telling me that it's difficult for you to change your perspective, but it's asking you to do it and to be brave with that. So your Goddess Guidance card is saying boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and your energy. So love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So that must resonate for at least some of you within the context of this reading, that this choice you're making, or this decision that needs to be made, and this change that it may well need to be in relation to other people. And again, it actually fits with the Seven of Wands here, which is also saying no to others. You know, it is just saying, I'm not going to be ruled by others anymore. I'm going to fight my way through this. I'm going to stand my ground, and in that way I will find myself. So that is very powerful. I just feel like a really powerful transition somehow you're going through. And I've got communicated clearly in the third reading today already. So I've had them already in Capricorn, and I've already in Sagittarius. So there is something about this week's energy. I think Mercury is direct again. So I think we're all feeling that we can communicate more clearly. And it also relates to the Two of Swords again, which is a communication card and a choices card. So if you are making this change in yourself, when you want to be more clear about your boundaries, more clear about what's right for you and well, it may be difficult to communicate it, but you do need to do it, and you do need to communicate it very clearly so that you can start believing in yourself again. Very powerful progress here, and process. So lovely. It's always nice because it feels like clearing something away that maybe has bothered you in the past, or something that you had projections for towards the future, and it's worked out differently, and it's clearing all that so that you can make space for the new. And it feels to me like you're going to be more central in it, you as an individual, your needs, your views, your ideas, you following your heart rather than having to listen to everybody else. So very strong message for you here, Aquarius. So I wish you a beautiful week. If you would like to have a private reading, do contact me via tarotforlifecoaching.com. There are different readings on the website that you could order. And otherwise, I wish you a beautiful week, and I hope to see you very soon again. Thank you so much for watching, and take care. Bye.